Building New with Sarah, sponsored by Eastbrook Homes.
Sarah Wilkins knows that building new requires patience. Lucky for her, progress on her new Eastbrook home continues in this beautiful golf course community in Holland. It's June, Sarah's made the turn, and the back nine is where the excitement comes.
Welcome back, Sarah. We're back in the house. A little bit's changed since we've been here.
There's electricity in the air at Sarah Wilkins' new home. That's because there's electricity. Literally, the electrical wiring is in. And construction manager Alex Schmidt is giving Sarah a run through.
We like to do this with our homeowners, just so we can make sure, hey, we got all the outlets where they need to go. You know, if you're maybe thinking you want a TV up on the wall, make sure that that outlet's up high. So let's just kind of walk through. We can, take a look at where those placements are just to make sure everything's right where you want it.
When it comes to the kitchen, Sarah's not much of a stuff on the counter person, so she's planning to stash most of her small appliances.
Everything kind of gathers on the countertops, but I try to not make that happen. So I'm hoping I can tuck those things in the island or in my little cabinet.
Yeah, well, you did add a few wall outlets in your pantry, so maybe
just
a good
in
spot
case,
to hide some of those appliances.
So when do the fireplaces go in?
Yeah, so you did the electric fireplaces. So those are a little bit different than our standard gas. If it were just a gas fireplace, that'd have to go in at this point. We'd have to get everything inspected, but with it being electric, that'll go in at the very end. We'll just slide that unit right into place and plug it in.
When planning for the electrical, it's important to think about lighting. Sarah's great room is going to be light and bright during the day, but what about nighttime? Will there be adequate light?
In here, you decided to do 4 resets, and you have those on a dimmer. So, you can kind of set the mood at night versus, all the natural light you have during the day.
Also in the great room above the fireplace, a spot for a flat screen TV.
One thing you want to try to do is, hide all those cables. So we actually did here in the great room a flat screen pre-wire. So you can hook up your TV up top and you can run all your cables down below, and they're actually going to hide in your built-in there. Perfect. So you can put everything down in there.
While they're on hold on the inside awaiting inspections, there's exciting action on the outside. Work on one of the decks is underway. Sarah was able to choose between woolmanized lumber and a bit more pricey composite material. She chose the upgrade.
Look super nice, maintenance free really. All you got to do is just kind of clean it every once in a while. You don't ever have to worry about staining it.
I have 2 hammocks that have been in the garage for 2 years that I'm very excited to put somewhere out here. And then down below, I'm planning to put a hot tub right by the stairs coming from on the other side by my master, so I can kind of sneak down to the hot tub.
There you go.
Whenever I feel like it. And then, I have easy access to our whole backyard, so I'm excited about that too. This is going to be a very well-used space.
Yeah, I imagine you're going to spend a lot of time.
A lot of time.
And another bit of progress out in the garage.
Big step down, but as you can see, we did get your garage
That's
poured.
exciting.
So now that the weather's starting to break, we can kind of begin that exterior concrete work.
Sarah and her new sales consultant, Maureen Smith, hopped on a golf cart to take a ride up Sarah's street. She's already met a couple of her new neighbors and seen the various stages of construction yet to come.
I was trying to keep track of the orders so that I would kind of have an idea when they were going to get to my house, but I've kind of lost track, to be honest.
We've got a lot of other happy homeowners that are excited and watching the process as well. Few moved in. Here's a home that's getting some siding and currently at drywall, so you're not far behind. There she is.
I cannot wait to get in there. I have plenty of time to piddle pack.
You do. It's the journey.
And as that journey continues, we'll be there, perhaps just as excited as Sarah as each tiny bit of progress is made and she gets ever closer to her dream.